really good college baseball teams battling it out, and a lot of star power in that game, and it didn't disappoint. Really proud of Josh Hartle and the way he battled. Some things go against him there. We, kind of a couple walks here and there, and a ball in left field we should probably make a play on. And all of a sudden down 2-0, but he settled in and got us, into the 6th inning there, which was huge to shorten the lead. It was kind of similar to Rhett Lauder's outing the other day. It wasn't a typical Josh Hartle outing, but he battled and kept coming and kept making big pitches when it mattered and kept the score where it was, so give our offense a time to get going. Some really great defensive plays. Obviously, the play Bennett Lee made today. Brock Wilken made a great play to get to that ball, and then Bennett with an unbelievable pick and tag under pressure. It was a huge play in this ball game. And then, of course, the clutch hit by Bennett. Danny Corona doubles with 1 out, and then Bennett. And, again, once again, for the 2nd game in a row, our story was our bullpen. Our bullpen locked it down. Cole Rowland came in, got 2 huge punch outs. Massey comes in behind him, gets a big out, and then gets another out the next inning. And then Cam, gets the last 5 outs. Came in with a big situation, 1st and 2nd with 1 out, and a really good hitter up there in Dugas, and executes a first pitch slider and then throws a fastball in to get the 5-4-3 and put the momentum in our dugout. It was a huge shift in the game right there. So, again, really great win. Looking forward to playing on Wednesday night.
Okay, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes now. Please give us your name and affiliation and to whom you're directing the question. And we'll start up here. Essex.
Essex there, blogger so dear. Cam, when you came out in the 8th inning, what kind of pitches were you looking for to get that double play? And then what was going in your mind when you went out for the 9th?
The pitch plan, honestly, was to throw a first pitch slider and then a heater in. So that was what we did. We just executed our pitch plan, got the guy to roll over, turn double play.
And then what about the 9th when you were coming in? What's going through your mind?
It was heavy spin for sure. That was how we knew we would get to that lineup. So we spun them, just executed pitches.
Okay, Aaron.
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Bennett, that 8th inning, both halves of it, really, you obviously really right in the middle of it. First, if you could kind of take us through the plate-to-plate from your perspective and just how difficult was that play, because it looked really difficult. And secondly, you're at bat there in the bottom of the 8th, rather. What a sequence for you.
Yeah, I think it starts with the mound visit we had. Actually, Coach Walter told me to tell Brock to maybe get the out at home if we have it. So that was already in our heads coming into it. And then Beloso hits a little squibber, and it was actually a really good play by Brock. He said the ball's literally still spinning in his glove when he went to throw it. So just an unbelievable play to even get the ball to me. And then from my perspective, I've done millions of picks in my life, and I just took over. I got good hands, and it just took over. And then the at-bat. Got down 0-2. I thought Hurd executed a good slider on the outside corner first pitch. Then I took a really good swing at a hanging slider. Next pitch, fouled it right back. Battled, fouled off a heater, and then kind of just like it was 1-2, I think, and my boots were shaking a little bit. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go talk to Billy, get a good hug from Billy. He's like a father figure to all of us. He's got like 5 kids. So I went over for some comfort, and then and he was just like, hey, man, just find a way, get this ball through. I love you. And it was just calm me down, put me in a good headspace to be present for one pitch, and that's what happened.
Okay. Matt, back here.
Matt Tallerini from World Baseball Network. Bennett, how does it feel to just be such a workhorse behind the dish, let alone what you had to do to just call a good game tonight and shift from the guys to your right and left that are on the podium right now?
Yeah, a lot of credit goes to Moose and the analytics guys. I mean, they're the ones who call the game. And then these two right here, I can't speak enough about them, but as humans and as pitchers, it makes my job really fun and really easy to work for these guys. And just being a workhorse, like that's what I'm built for. That's what I love to do. I love to be in it every single play and give my all for these guys every single day. So that's all I do. That's what I enjoy. That's why I'm here.
Okay, right here.
Les Johns of Demon Deacon Digest. This is for Cam. The last 2 weekends, Coach Walters had to put you in situations just to get you work where you're in games like 15-run leads or whatever. What's it been like to kind of flip those switch the last two games, be in the most high-pressure situations in the biggest stage in college baseball?
It's been fun. It's really fun. Obviously, you can't complain when you run through a regional and a super regional and you outscore your opponents by 59. I mean, I love to get my work in, up 16 in a postseason game. And I'm not going to complain about that. But we've been working. We all do a lot of visualization work, and we believe. So I've seen this 100 times. I knew we'd get, there'd be a 1-run save in Omaha, and we've gotten 2. It doesn't change. I treat those 16-run games like we're up 1. It doesn't change. It doesn't change who we play. It doesn't change where we play. We just do the same thing every day, and we believe, and that's why we win.
Okay, next question. Back in the back. Jack, in the back.
Jack DeLongchamp of Foulpole. Cam, Bennett, y'all talked about it a little bit before, but how special y'all's relationship is together, especially in the back end of the games, obviously makes these moments got to be that much more special.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. This guy right here, best friends in high school, co-captain on our high school team. He's my Catholic confirmation sponsor. I just can't say enough. And there's no one I'd rather be in the foxhole with, battling with 30,000 people screaming at us. And there's just, with him, there's just comfort. And we both know what's going to happen. When he comes in, the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, he said it best. He's my foxhole guy. Every time, if you notice, I got out on the mound, we give each other one of these. And, at that point, we just let our process take over. And the results will be what they'll be. We both, we've worked so hard together. We've had such a great process together. We mold so well together, and it's just a lot of fun. To go from starting games in high school to closing games in college with him behind the plate, it's kind of a full circle moment. It's pretty incredible. I can't say enough about it. It's so much fun.
Okay, you have a question in the back also here. Oh,
So Bill Steckis, local Fox, and Greensboro ABC, and I know that's weird, but it's 2023. But so this is my 24th College World Series, and I have never, and I mean never, I'll look you in the eye and say, never seen a team that has this much fun out there. Tell me all about that, all of you, if you would, please.
Josh, you start that.
Yeah, I mean, we just have a bunch of unwavering faith within our dugout. It doesn't matter if we're down 10-0 or we're up 10-0. We're never out of a game, and kudos to just our team. The camaraderie, the chemistry within us is, I think, unbreakable. It's very special, and I can't say enough about that.
Ben.
Yeah. I think why we started this game is because we love it and because we've built incredible relationships with people. And the moment you lose sight of that is when really you've lost sight of the game and what it's really about. So I think Moose does an incredible job of hammering this into us every day, is just celebrate this so much because you might only come here one time. So we just really try to have a lot of fun. And then by having a lot of fun, you're loose and it allows your abilities to take over. So I love these guys, and it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Camden.
I'm a big headphones and loud music guy, so I'm not always in the mix, but I can tell you without a doubt that watching them as I have my headphones on makes me so comfortable and so confident. It's what I have to do to get ready, but I watch them have so much fun, and I go out there and I'm like, how can we lose? Every single guy is having the time of their lives right now. Who can beat us? It seems, pretty much impossible. So the amount of fun that we have is truly incredible.
Okay, I have time for one last question, and we'll take it from Aaron.
Aaron Fitt doing baseball again. Josh, just kind of wanted to ask you about your plan today and how you feel like you executed. I know you came out really strong in the first inning and then maybe a little bit of laboring there in the second and the third. How were you able to kind of fight through that and get through 6 innings today?
Yeah, so facing a lineup like LSU, up the top, 1-2, 1-2 punch with Cruz and White, I knew that I would have to have my stuff, my A stuff, and have a good mix. I feel like I mixed well all game, and some command issues. I battled through that, but just having that unwavering faith, that the guy behind me has got my back at all times. Roland coming in, Massey, Cam, any guy. So I was just trying to give us as much for as long as I could.
Okay, guys, we'll let y'all go and get ready for Wednesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
I have, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before the season. Okay.
Okay, questions for Tom, and we'll start here with Les.
Yeah, Coach Walter, your team is 2-0 now in the College World Series, and you've led each game for precisely half an inning. How do you pull that off?
Well, first off, our pitching staff keeps us in it, and throws up zeros. We got down 2-0 early in both the games, and our staff just kept throwing up zeros after that, and we kept making big pitches, and we kept making plays, and we got helped out with some free passes in both those games. We had 2 walks that led to the 2 runs against Stanford, other than Brock's homer, of course. And then today we, 3 walks, and they were good walks. They were walks that we earned. So, obviously Floyd was really good today, and he stoned us for five innings. And finally there, that third time around, we kind of felt a little more comfortable in our bats with him.
Essex.
Essex there, Blogger So Dear. Coach, for the second straight game, players' conversation with Bill Salento has led to a game-changing play. What does his presence mean to this team and to you personally?
Well, Bennett said it perfectly. The guys just trust him implicitly. He works so hard at the game plan for game prep. So in big moments, they go to him because Billy knows what they can expect, and it just gives them a great sense of calm and confidence in those big moments. And really, when you're playing on a stage like this, that's what it's all about: is just staying calm and kind of staying within and playing your game. And again, for 2 games, I feel like we've pressed a little bit early, but as the game wore on and we've gotten more and more kind of into the flow of the game, we've kind of played better as the game's gone on.
Okay, can't see in the back here. Okay. Thanks, Claire.
Connor O'Neill, Deacons Illustrated. Tom, Brock's defense, what's the process been like for the last 2 years to get him to where he is now and to get him the confidence to where he can make the play going to home?
Yeah, a lot of hard work by Brock. He's really changed his athleticism in his time that he's been here. He's gone from like a 7-3 runner to a 6-7 runner. He's worked on his throwing arm. He's worked on his footwork. Ty Blankmeyer last year, did a really great job with Brock. And then Matt Wessinger this year has taken Brock to a whole new level. So he really makes the in-play a whole lot better than he used to. And again, that was a really tough chance there. Again, a ball spinning away from you like that, you're in foul territory. Would have been easy for him to throw it the first time, but he had the presence of mind to make sure he had a good grip. And again, Bennett Lee making an unbelievable play on the back end of that too.
Okay. Aaron?
Aaron Fitt, D1. Coach, 2 games in a row now here, you've kind of said it, you maybe haven't played like the A game, right? I mean, you've kind of had to grind and come up with ways to win in the late innings. But again, the fact that this team has maintained its poise and been able to grind out these 2 wins, I mean, what do you think that says about this group, and how have they developed that characteristic?
Well, we talked about it before the tournament started. I mean, we do have the ability to win games in different ways. Because of our pitching and defense, we can win the 3-2 game. Because of our offense, we can win the 8-6 or 10-8 game too. So again, that's one of the things I really like about this club. But it's a veteran club, and we've got some toughness to us. I mean, that's the one thing I said to the guys in the huddle before the game. I said they don't know how tough we are. I mean, we're a tough team, and we're a tough-minded team, and we don't quit, and we don't give up. And as these guys, as you saw when they were talking today, they don't want to let each other down, and that's such a powerful motivator in these situations.
Okay, Les? Here, Claire.
Tom, just a quick one here. It seems like on that play that Brock made to Bennett that he was the only infielder really playing in. Looked like you had the other infielders maybe playing for the double play. Were you going to concede the run had the ball not gone to third?
For sure, when you're the home team, to me, when we had 6 outs to get, we'd have taken a double play in the middle for sure, and just to end the inning there, and then hope we score either in the bottom of the 8th or 9th. Kurtzy would have come home. We had the corners. Both those guys were coming home. But if it had been hit in the middle of the infield, Bloss was a double play candidate. We would have turned a double play there for sure.
Okay, I have time for one more question. You got? Yeah, Essex. Okay, sorry.
Essex there, blogger so dear. Coach, what do you see from Danny Corona in the bottom of the eighth with that at bat, and how does that reflect his growth as a hitter over the course of this season with him? Big hits and clutch.
Yeah, that's a great question. It was funny because before the inning, we were talking about him bunting, if JJ gets on and bunting, and Danny's like, but I want to hit. And I was like, well, I understand you want to hit, but we need to get a runner in scoring position. And obviously, Danny took care of that himself. So, and again, it was on a breaking ball too. He had gotten 2 fastballs thrown past him really in the first 2, and then he kind of hung an off-speed pitch, and Danny stayed with it. So, I think in the past, that would have sped up on Danny, and he would have swung through that pitch, but he was able in the moment again to control his emotions and stay back on a good changeup and double down the line.
Very good. Tom, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Our Saturday night was the 20th anniversary of our 14-2 win over Stanford, and Philip Humper's going to be here. Yeah, and Neiman Arts.